Rise to Power movement. The building of the poor man's empire. 1 million. Our cash app is on the screen. $ RIZE 1M. Hit the cash app. $ RIZE 1M. Support the Rise to Power movement. The building of the poor man's empire. 1 million. Rise to Power movement. The building of the poor man's empire. 1 million. I greet you all in the spirit of love, in the fruit of peace, in the unity of faith, believing in receiving. $1 million is the quota for the investing of the little man Rise to Power movement, the building of the poor man's empire. 1 million. Now, it is time to avert your attention from the builders of the pyramids and the Sphinx in Egypt, in Kemet. It's time to shift your focus. It's time to stop praising the builders of the pyramids and the Sphinx in Kemet in Egypt. Avert your attention. Construct and build in America. Build financial institutions. Build colleges and universities. Build grocery stores. Build restaurants. Sell cars. Buy cars. Rent cars. You see, this is the problem with some of those who are in the city of Chicago, in Illinois. They boo-hooing and they are crying because the migrants are flooding their community. Oh, they boo-hooing and they are crying to the mayor, boo-hooing and crying to the governor. We casted a vote for you. It is because of us you occupy the office that you hold. Now, please, please, please have mercy upon us. Do something for us. Do something about these migrants, these immigrants flooding our community. You see, those people has been robbed somewhere in history. Somewhere in history, they have been robbed of their capacity to innovate and create jobs for themselves. They have been robbed of their capacity to innovate and create jobs for themselves and others, like the migrants and the immigrants. You see, when you have been robbed of your capacity to innovate and create jobs, you become reduced to seeking employment to be hired as an employee rather than taking the exalted position as a boss to hire and fire if need be. That's the problem. See, this could be a big W. Oh, this could be a big win. It could be a victory if they was innovative and knew how to create jobs. Because the migrants and the immigrants, they gonna need transportation. Do you sell cars? Oh, they gonna need food to eat. Do you have a grocery store? Right? There may be come time where they might want a shack, they might want to cheat, right? Do you have a hotel, a motel? We don't want to say the motel or the hotels is for nothing that is foul or something that is sinister, something that is sinful. We're not for that purpose only. But a lot of y'all do that. You cut out on your wife and you go and spend a night in a hotel, in a motel. These immigrants and these migrants, they are going to do the same thing. But now if you had the motel in the hotels, that's a profit. And there could be an increase to you. But see, when you are a minority, when it comes to business ownership, right, then you see the immigrants and the migrants as being a loss. It's a loss. It's a big L for you. But now if you were equivalent with the majorities who own businesses, innovate and create jobs for the public, right? You had a grocery store and you had these motels and hotels. You had restaurants. If a person wanted to buy a car, you could sell a car. If a person wants to rent a car, you could rent a person a car. If a person wants to finance a car, you have a financial institution where you could finance a car. If a person wants to buy a house, you're in that position to finance them a house at a low interest rate. But since you have been robbed of your capacity to innovate and to create jobs, now you're boo-hooing and you crying to the mayor and to the governor. We want you to reflect back. We want you to recollect that we casted a vote for you. Now do something about these immigrants. Do something about these migrants. But you know what? Some of their hands are in it. See, they see it as being a big W for them. You see it as being a big L for you, but they see it as being a big W for them, a big V for them, a big win, and a big victory. And it's a TL for you, a total loss. Because you have been robbed of your capacity to innovate and create jobs. You see, that's where we come in at. The rise to power movement, the building of the poor man's empire. I heard somebody say, where there is no vision, a people perish. Many of you who are punching in and out when you arrive on your job and when you leave your job and get off, don't you know that you are a partaker of somebody's vision? You are a partaker of somebody's goal. Where your goal? Where your vision? We got to fix this. We got to fix this. You got to transform from being a employee to an employer so you could hire. And those who got bad attitudes and don't have no respect for you as being a boss, it's time to let them go. You got to leave. You got to go. But see, we're trying to help those who don't have no vision and are perishing. You are a prey in the hands of your boss. You look at yourself as being a prey, right? Because of the immigrants and the migrants. You look at yourself as being a prey, and you have been preyed upon by the mystery woman, by the mystery guy, by a mystery spirit. You look at you have been preyed upon, but who do you go to fix it? Who do you go to? Y'all say that, oh, all these politicians, you know the politicians are crooked. Or are you looking for a crooked politician to fix it? When some of these crooked politicians have their hands in it with these immigrants coming across the border, they have their hands in it with the migrants. They have their hand in it. It's a mystery. Whether it is a Republican or a Democrat, it is a mystery. It could be Republicans and Democrats because the House of Congress is full of Democrats and Republicans. Don't get fooled. Don't be deceived that it's one-sided. That is one-sided. Because, it seems like that, hey, your man have a chance of winning the White House. Oh, your man may be right when he talk about immigration. When he talk about the borders. No, they all have a hand in it. The House of Congress is filled with Democrats and Republicans. Both of them. We already have had Trump in the White House, right? And you Negroes who buying a t-shirt with his mug shot on it, what did he say about reparations? What did he say about reparations when he was in the White House? He didn't say a damn thing about reparations, right? And he hadn't said nothing since the whole campaign about reparations. Reparation hasn't come up. And you got these boot-licking, buck-jumping Negroes talking about the white hope. Talking about the white hope. We done had so many hypocritical bishops and pastors in the church. Now they saying the white hope is not Jesus. Oh, the white hope is a president. You got Jesse Lee Peterson claim himself as being a reverend, claim himself as being a pastor, right? And his hope is in a white Republican president. A damn pastor talking about a president is a hope. Reading the Bible and talking about a white president is the hope. The Bible tells you that Christ is the hope of glory. It's Christ. Come on now. And hope maketh not ashamed, because the love of God is shed abroad, come on now, in our hearts. And the rise to power movement, the building of the poor man's empire has experienced that love, right? And I am sensitive to the underprivileged, to the poor, to the minimum wage worker. I want to help you. I don't want you to see me as a foe. I want you to see me as a loving friend to you. I want to help you. Will you help us? Will you help us? You see, that's where we come in at. The rise to power movement, the building of the poor man's empire. Listen to what it says. Where there is no vision, a people perish. And many of you out there that don't have a vision, you are partakers of somebody else's vision when you go to work. You are a partaker of somebody's goal. And many of you don't like your boss, right? But you know, you got the nice car you like riding in. You like where you live. You know what I'm saying? You getting decent clothes for your children, they being fed, and you living pretty comfortable. You okay with it, right? But financially, you can increase. You would like to do better. But it's a comfort zone right now. It's a comfort zone for you. You don't want to move until they fire you. Then you got to move. And as long as you are an employee working on somebody's job, you can best believe layoff or firing or being terminated is inevitable. Inevitable. I'm trying to say the word correctly. It's inevitable. There we go. It's inevitable. If we can't pronounce the word, if we can't pronounce the word correctly, we do know it means something that is bound to happen. Something that will happen. That's right. And so many folks go to work with fear that the day may be the day you get terminated. The day may be the day that you get fired off your job. Now, what you gonna do about your car? What you gonna do about your house? You gotta keep it a secret, because this could be humiliation if you lose your car, if you lose your house. We want to help you to stop waking up in the morning living that way. We want to try to help you. Like I said, we are your friend. The Rise to Power movement, the building of the poor man's empire, is not a foe. He is your friend. He is your friend. And we ask that you become unified and organized and strategize with the Rise to Power movement, the building of the poor man's empire. Let's raise this $1 million and more to build the financial institution, to build grocery stores, to build restaurants, to sell cars, buy cars, and to rent cars. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. We can do it. We can make it happen. Support the Rise to Power movement, the building of the poor man's empire. Our Cash App is on the screen. $ RIZE1M. Cash App. $RIZE1M. Support the Rise to Power movement, the building of the poor man's empire. Be merciful to us. And the Most High God will be merciful to you. If you bless us, the Most High God, He will bless you. Remember, it is more of a blessing to give than to receive. Let every man give as he proposeth in his heart to give, not grudgingly or of necessity. For the Most High God loves a cheerful giver. Our Cash App is on the screen. $ RIZE1M. Hit the Cash App. $ RIZE1M. Support the Rise to Power movement, the building of the poor man's empire. 1 million. $1 million. Process Production. Rise to power, rule the building of the poor man's empire. 1 million, where there is no vision, a people perish. Our cash app is on the screen. $ RIZE 1M. Support the Rise to Power movement, the building of the poor man's empire. 1 million.